Hey guys, I'm in this railroad driver control system project, and I've seeded it with just one text reference by clicking the plus button, which is just a list of all the components in this DCS. So speed sensor, brake interface, display, driver input console, and communication links. And we're going to generate an FMECA off of this. So we can go back to the home page and click Generate FMEA. And what it's going to do is as soon as this is loaded, it'll give us this pop-up that lets us select the particular requirement or system that we want to see the FME off of. You can see that the generation type was already selected, but now you can actually select the analysis type and then make changes to the columns that will be present. So we'll select FMECA, and you can see criticality index was added. Soon we'll add the ability to specify the actual ranges, so on, the criteria, and then persist those to the project as you wish. So for now, we're going to hit generate, and what it's going to do in the background is it's going to look at any associated artifacts with this. So for example, we've traditionally done this with schematics. It won't necessarily be comprehensive, so we may need to rerun it, but you can at least upload, for example, a block diagram or something like that to view this. So we got everything here, but you can actually see most of the FMECA was not populated here, so we need to add a bunch of columns to be able to view that. Let's remove description. Parents we can leave. We don't need user right now. And let's come back to the bottom and add all of these. We're going to add failure mode, failure cause, effect, detection mode, severity, occurrence, detection, criticality index, and RPN. We can scroll through and see all of these. So especially this last piece is particularly important right now. So we get the effect at the system level of the DCS, which is super valuable for earlier ways we've generated these FMECAs. Now, if we scroll over, you can also see the rating in terms of severity, occurrence, detection, and you finally this criticality index, which right now you can see we actually set to the same value computed off of these as the RPN, but we can change that around if we have a different mode of computing this. For example, you can actually click into here and provide a different inference or calculation mechanism, or if you want to actually do this fully deterministically, a different calculation off of these, you can come into settings for the project and you can add a formulaic field. So for example, you could do this for, this is a new type. So this is a failure mode type. You could make this something like, so we want to overwrite this. So criticality, let's just make it another one. And you could, um, make it a formula, and this is just a Python formula. So you could add severity, so it'll just populate everything there, times, well, this is just going to be end up being the same as a criticality. Severity times occurrence times detection. But you get the idea. Once you save that, it'll show up there. Cool. Hope that is good.